What's up everybody, and welcome to another video from Deadly Aneurysm Gaming. I am Getty Caster, aka Reptile7, and this is my video response for the top 5 video games in my collection. Now, like the starter of this whole post here, I'm not ranking my games based on how high they're valued or anything else. This is the top 5 important games in my collection that hold some kind of special meaning or just grab my attention, and for any amount of money I just could not let them go, even though they may not be the rarest or most costly. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But anyway, the way I'm going through my games is from newest to oldest, and that's for the simple fact that I cannot rank them 1 through 5. And one of them I'm actually technically cheating, kind of like the whole beginner of the site. So, starting up, going with number 5, as in the newest game. And that would be Rez. The first game I saw it as a collection piece of mine. And not for the simple fact that a lot of people have added this to their collection, because apparently at the time, without me even realizing it, this game was going for a lot of money for a short time. No idea how it's doing now, but like I said, I wasn't influenced by money. I had played this game on a PlayStation demo disc back in the day, and had actually seen it as Circuit City on clearance for $9.99. However, this was slightly before I started working, so all I got was an allowance every week, and let's just say it didn't quite... I was piss broke. So, couldn't get it then, and for years, actually for years, I wanted this game and could not find it anywhere after it had gone on clearance. Ended up finding out that it was considered a collectible game in high demand, short order, and I ended up getting lucky, and my local GameStop, what the fuck is that? There's like 2 in every mall. Not for long, haha. Anyway, they ended up having it there. They marked it as used for $20, and when I opened it up, there is not a mark on the disc. There's nothing wrong with the book. It was just fucking perfect. In fact, the plastic itself kind of had to mold apart as I opened it. Kind of like somebody just bought it, took off the plastic, and set it between a bunch of stuff. So it was like opening a fresh game. It even smelled new. And yes, I'm one of those freaks that smells my games. Yeah. But anyway, that's it. Finally got that one in my collection. Next up, is my little cheating one. And that would be because I cannot pick a favorite from the series. However, they are all part of the same series, and that would be Guilty Gear. Either that be Guilty Gear X, Guilty Gear X2, just not Guilty Gear 2, even though I do love the music and the character design. That game is not what I love about the series. But I have quite a few items here from that, and going through them, we've got the original Guilty Gear for the PlayStation, which I acquired a little over a year ago. Because, you gotta have the beginning of a series at least, right? Guilty Gear Judgment on the PSP. Awesome fucking soundtrack, and probably one of the few games I had at the time where it actually had all of the music available at your disposal from the options menu. No unlocking or anything, it's just all there for your listening and enjoyment. Guilty Gear XX Accent Core, because, you gotta have motion control with the Wii. I gotta say, I think I tried that for about an hour and then said, fucking hooked up my retro controller for the Wii. Actually, one of the last times that my Wii was turned on. I don't know where that screw-up came from. Then the first one that I actually owned, Guilty Gear X2 Reload, which is Oh, the Midnight Carnival Reload. My apologies. It's been years since I've looked at it because it's Xbox Live. Fucking played the hell out of this game online. Testament and Dizzy were always my favorite characters. And then the final part of the collection, even though it's not a game, it is related to the game. Guilty Gear. Sound Complete box. I think at the time I paid a little over $100 for this. A steal compared to how much these things sell now. But we've got complete sound, little booklet here, going through all the CDs and the songs. Various artwork. Haha. I should just do a whole special on this, but whatever. We've got all the 8 discs. Not the original album art, but you know what? It's a nice set. And I'm not going to complain about that when I'm buying it for the music. And then finally we even have sheet music, which is an awesome addition, even though I can't read it. Courtney can, so at some point I may actually challenge her to learn a song of some sort. So that's it for the Guilty Gear collection. So we're on to number 3, which is the Virtual Boy. And I don't mean just the Virtual Boy in itself. Once again, this is kind of where I'm cheating. It's my entire collection of Virtual Boy, since I have all of the US releases for it. And God, this thing needs a bath. Everything's in working order still, thankfully. And I hope one day to actually own all of the Japanese games for it as well. There's really not much else to say about this. I was an early adopter of the Virtual Boy and was proud of it. Sorry, I'm noticing little nicks and stuff all over it. Hate myself for it, but for the most part, it's a treasure piece. It's a trophy. And, like I said, fingers crossed, or some solid wood to knock on. Insert joke there, haha. Hopefully nothing ever goes wrong with that, even though I know my days are numbered with it. Especially since I actually use mine. Number 2 on my list, Super Mario RPG. Complete, not boxed, but complete. And I haven't dug out the instruction manual yet, since I keep all my old instruction manuals together. That way I never have to worry about them getting bent up. But the very first RPG that I actually completely played through as a child. Sure, I borrowed some from friends and got them from Blockbuster and stuff, but this is the first one I actually completed. And believe it or not, it was without the strategy guide. Even at a young age, I just wanted the guide, just to have it. But that thing will never leave. And finally, the oldest piece of my collection, one that was my dad's. Let's see, this is from '81, so it's 7 years older than I am, and in fact, I believe it actually predates the movie, the old Tomy Electronics Tabletop Tron. And he's got his score posted there, which has actually been on there since, well, it's got to be longer than I can remember, so that's either older than me or slightly younger. I'm going to go with older. But I still hook this up from time to time, and I've beaten his score countless times now, but it just hits a point where you kind of just leave it on there as a memory, and maybe one day I'll decide to be an asshole and add mine as a giant middle finger. What? I gotta do it. At some point. And that little baby, I know since the movie came out, they don't exactly sell for too much, but it's something that'll always be in my collection, lots of fond memories, and a little connection to the past. So, that is it for my collection video. No idea if Blue Starry Eyes is going to do this. She plans on it, so hopefully we'll see if a second video pops up at some point. As for now, shameless plug time. If you don't like it, deal with it. If you go to Kickstarter.com, Michael Murtis, also known as Unleaded Logic, is having one of his albums up there, and we're trying to get sponsors. We've got less than a month to do it, and we only need, I don't know, X amount of money. It's just a fraction of what we need to start with. So, anyone who's interested in that, Kickstarter.com, look up Unleaded Logic. You'll find it there. You get samples of his music. Trust me, you're investing in something that's, well, really, do I have to say it's worth it? Trust me, go for it. And secondly, TDBHclan.com, the Dark Brotherhood, a group that we have been gaming with, referring to Blue Star Eyes and myself, run by Stevie Wolf. TDBH is a great clan for anyone looking for great people to game with, as well as compete with. Perfect website to go to, register to be a member. We got a great community and it's going strong. So, hope everybody pays a little visit to both of those sites and shows support to TDBH as well as Unleaded Logic. And that's about all I've got for my collection video. Hope everyone has a great time gaming. See you later.